Mike Moradi is a partner at an Oklahoma-based capital ventures firm, Cortado Ventures, and he recently got the chance to represent our state at one of the world's highest profile gatherings of economic and climate leaders, the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland. We covered it a lot here on the news, so Mike is now back in Oklahoma this morning after being in Europe last week, is joining us live now. Welcome back, Mike. How was it?
It was phenomenal. This year's theme was cooperation in a fragmented world, and I kept hearing the term polycrisis, implying multiple and major challenges at the global level. So the goal of the forum is very, very simple. Unless people are talking to each other, ironing out differences and finding solutions, the problems are likely to get worse. Switzerland is known for its neutrality, which makes it the absolute perfect place to have these discussions. And one other benefit is that Davos is not close to anywhere, so people can't just leave and go home to Zurich or London or Paris at night.
Yeah, and you were one of the only Oklahomans, if not the only Oklahoman there. Of course, Mike, we know, John Kerry, makes headlines, and Greta Thunberg was there, and all these big headlines. But there's a lot of small, I guess you could call it breakout sessions as well, that don't make as much of the news, but are just as important in this conversation. You were part of the Youth CEO Dialogue Climate Solutions, so tell us all about what you did in your session.
Yeah, so our session had myself, the CEO of IKEA, the furniture company based in Sweden, and the CEO of Swiss Re, which is a large global reinsurer. And we were in a room with 15 young climate activists, which it actually started out a little bit confrontational, but I think by the end of the meeting, we had the opportunity to at least express opinions, and it led to the creation of a new task force that WEF is creating. So I think at the end of the day, it had a happy outcome, but could have gone very poorly.
Right. And did you learn something in that session as a young global leader, how to manage a room where maybe you think something could go sideways at first and then it doesn't? What were kind of some learning moments that you had during your week in Davos?
Yeah, so I think part of that is just being a great listener and being empathetic, because the youth of the world are very, very passionate. So just excited to be in the room with them. In addition to that, I would say there's the daytime circuit, which is the official conference, which ends around 6 p.m., and then a whole host of events and receptions and such at night. So, had a chance to meet with some people that I've read about in books and magazines, and of course seen on your network. So it was a very wonderful experience, and I'd be excited and honored to go back.
And kind of working backwards here a little bit, Mike, how did you get invited? Obviously, you look at the pictures, you look at the video, it seems like a very exclusive club, very high-level people. How does one get invited to the World Economic Forum?
So in my case, I'm part of what's called the Young Global Leaders. It's a 3-year fellowship that I believe I'm the second of 3 Oklahomans to participate. The first being Kate Richards with Warwick Energy, and the most recent being Nathaniel Harding, who is my partner at Cortado Ventures. So if you're an active YGL, as they're called, you typically have the opportunity to attend the annual meeting at least once. And once you graduate, which I just graduated this past year, they put you to work helping with some of the other foundation causes.
So what could you take away, and what did you take away from Davos, Mike, that you could use to help your firm, Cortado Ventures, and could help Oklahoma?
Well, I'm very proud to represent Oklahoma and help highlight all the incredible things happening in our state. I'm particularly proud of the work that we're doing at Cortado to help fund innovative businesses and create industries of the future, so that the brain drain will be brains heading into Oklahoma as opposed to the other direction. So yeah, very excited for the things to come, and of course made some great connections that will help all of us hopefully in the future.
And is that what you've found just in your career in general, that these young innovators and young people really trying to make a difference just kind of need that financial boost at the beginning, and you just never know what'll happen?
Oh, absolutely. It's almost a surreal experience to be sitting down and realize you're sitting next to Richard Branson or Tim Cook. And I think the forum has done a phenomenal job of waking up 20 years ago and realizing we need some younger people to get involved. And I'm really not that young at age 45, but excited to just to play a part.
Well, Mike Moradi with Cortado Ventures, based here in Oklahoma. Thank you for representing Oklahoma, and many happy returns to the World Economic Forum. I hope you get invited back a bunch, Mike.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Well, an art exhibit at Tulsa International Airport is highlighting a local group. After the break, we're getting a look at art honoring the ballet folklorico group, Tierra Mestiza.